While Meghan Markle's estrangement from the royal family is now widely known, it's easy to forget that her early days within the monarchy were once marked by warmth, optimism, and a sense of belonging. Long before accusations, interviews, and fractured relationships dominated headlines, Meghan was welcomed into the heart of Britain's most famous family in a way few outsiders ever had been. In November 2017, Prince Harry proposed to Meghan after a whirlwind romance that captivated the public. Just 1 month later, the Suits actress was invited to attend the royal family's annual Christmas celebrations at Sandringham. The invitation was historic. Traditionally, only married partners were included in the private royal gathering. Yet Meghan, still a fiancée and not yet a working royal, was welcomed without hesitation. The gesture sent a clear message. This was a woman the firm intended to embrace. At the time, many royal watchers viewed the invitation as a sign of Harry's unique position within the family and the deep affection his relatives held for him. But more than that, it suggested a willingness by the monarchy to modernize, to bend centuries-old traditions in order to make Meghan feel included and respected from the very beginning. However, the goodwill surrounding that first royal Christmas was short-lived. Just days later, Prince Harry made comments that would echo far beyond the festive season. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's Today programme, which he guest-edited on December 27, 2017, Harry reflected on spending Christmas at Sandringham with Meghan for the first time. During the interview, he described the royal family as the family Meghan never had. He praised Meghan for how seamlessly she had adapted to royal life, saying she had done an absolutely amazing job. He added that his family loved having her and described the celebrations as fantastic. While the comment may have been intended as a loving endorsement of Meghan's integration into royal life, it was widely interpreted as a pointed and deeply personal remark about her past. For Meghan's family, particularly her half-sister Samantha Grant, the statement was devastating. Samantha took to social media to publicly challenge Harry's words, insisting that Meghan had always had a family who supported her. She described their upbringing as normal and loving, even after their parents divorced, and rejected any suggestion that Meghan had been abandoned or isolated. Samantha went further, defending their father, Thomas Markle, as a devoted and self-sacrificing parent. She emphasized that marriage should expand a family, not erase the one that came before. For Samantha, Harry's words weren't just insensitive, they were a rewriting of history. Meghan's family background has always been complex, but not unusual. Her parents, Doria Ragland and Thomas Markle, divorced when Meghan was 6 years old, and she grew up splitting her time between two households. She also has 2 half-siblings from her father's first marriage. While they were not a picture-perfect family unit, Samantha later maintained that they remained connected and supportive, even if life pulled them in different directions. In a scathing interview in 2019, Samantha revealed that Harry's Sandringham comments marked the moment her relationship with Meghan irreparably broke down. She claimed Harry had not been told the full truth about Meghan's upbringing and accused her sister of distancing herself from the family as her royal life took shape. Appearing in the Channel 5 documentary Meghan and the Markles, A Family at War, Samantha expressed deep hurt, accusing Meghan of lacking empathy and saying it felt as though she was being deliberately shut out. She stressed that while they didn't always gather for every holiday, they were still family, and that bond, she believed, had been discarded. Years later, the rift remains unresolved. Meghan's strained relationship with her family resurfaced once again following reports that she had no plans to visit her father after he underwent a life-saving leg amputation in the Philippines. Now 81 years old, Thomas Markle was reportedly unable to reach his daughter by phone or email during his recovery. According to reports, Meghan eventually reached out through a hand-delivered letter, her first direct contact in years. However, she is said to believe that her father's ongoing relationship with the media has made reconciliation nearly impossible. As of now, she has not received a reply. This emotional distance is particularly striking when compared to how close Meghan once appeared to be with her father. In a heartfelt Father's Day tribute published in 2014 on her now-defunct lifestyle blog, The Tig, Meghan described Thomas Markle as thoughtful, inspiring, and deeply hard-working. She credited him with believing in her dreams long before she believed in them herself. In that tribute, Meghan painted a vivid picture of her father's sacrifices, describing his humble upbringing and the long hours he worked to ensure she had opportunities he never did. She spoke with admiration about the blood, sweat, and tears he invested in her future words that now read like echoes from a very different time. The relationship began to unravel publicly in the weeks leading up to Meghan and Harry's wedding in May 2018. Thomas Markle admitted to working with paparazzi to stage photos of himself preparing for the wedding, an act that caused immense embarrassment and tension. Soon after, he suffered 2 heart attacks and was unable to travel to the UK for the ceremony. With her father absent, Meghan initially planned to walk down the aisle alone. Upon learning this, then Prince Charles offered to escort her part of the way. According to royal author Robert Hardman, Meghan asked her future father-in-law if they could meet halfway. The moment was widely seen as symbolic a gesture of acceptance, compassion, and unity from the royal family. Despite these early signs of closeness, Thomas Markle has never met Meghan and Harry's 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. From his hospital bed, he has repeatedly expressed a desire to reconcile, saying he remains open to speaking with Meghan and hopes one day to meet his grandchildren. While Meghan's relationship with her own family deteriorated, her bond with the royal family also began to fracture. In early 2020, she and Harry announced their decision to step back from royal duties and relocate to the United States, a move that shocked the world and fundamentally altered their relationship with the monarchy. The decision, later dubbed Megxit, stood in stark contrast to the close-knit family Harry had once described during that first Sandringham Christmas. Since then, the Sussexes have shared numerous accounts of feeling unsupported and misunderstood during their time as working royals. Yet Meghan herself has continued to speak fondly of her earliest royal experiences. In the 2022 Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan, she recalled her first Christmas at Sandringham as magical. She described it as warm, joyful, and reminiscent of the big family environment she had always wanted. She spoke vividly about sitting next to Prince Philip at the Christmas Eve banquet, recalling their animated conversations and the ease she felt in his presence. She also remembered calling her mother to say just how amazing the experience had been. That same year, Queen Elizabeth II subtly acknowledged Meghan's place in the family during her annual Christmas broadcast. The late monarch spoke about welcoming new members into the family, while a framed photograph of Harry and Meghan was displayed behind her, a quiet but powerful symbol of inclusion. Despite attending Sandringham once more in 2018, the Sussexes have not returned since. This year marks the 6th Christmas Prince Harry has spent away from his family. While the royal family gathers in Norfolk, Harry and Meghan are expected to celebrate the holidays thousands of miles away in their Montecito mansion. What began as a story of inclusion, warmth and promise has evolved into one of distance, misunderstanding and unresolved fractures on both sides of Meghan's life. From her family in America to the monarchy in Britain, the journey from belonging to estrangement remains one of the most complex and emotionally charged narratives of the modern royal era.